Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I recently mentioned that I'd done an arms deal, and somebody asked if I was going to do a video on it, so I said, sure, why not? So we're just going to go over it. Shouldn't be too long. It wasn't a huge acquisition, but it was a lot of good stuff. So we start with the bin of accessories. There's a bunch of barrel attachments. They're not actually Nerf, but they are Nerf compatible, or some of them are somewhat Nerf compatible. They won't fit on all things, but they will fit on some things. We'll eventually cover the blasters they came from. A bunch of Dart Zone mags, because there's a bunch of Dart Zone stuff in here. Let's start in on the blasters. There's a Griffin, a fully functional, fully printed Griffin with stock. Very nice. They just didn't use it anymore, so they decided to get rid of it. A Worker Swift, a Dart Zone 1.1, which was the only one of the Dart Zone Pro blasters I didn't have yet. I had the 1, I had the 1.2, the 2, the 2.1, all of it. Didn't have a 1.1. Now I do. Another 1.2, which I already had 2 of, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. A Dictator, didn't need another one of those. A Tomcat, I was planning to buy another Tomcat, so that covered that. 3 Mark IIIs, I already had, I think, at least 2 of them myself, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them. An Omnia Pro. This is a Gen 1, so it is the wonky one, but that makes it mod fodder. Three Nexus Pros, each with a different color kit on it, though the red one is missing its suppressory looking thing. I think it broke off, which is a shame. Just a shame. A Swordfish, 3 Hyperfires, 2 Rapid Strikes, an Inbox Bulldog, a bunch of little stuff. A Knockout with some kind of breech loading kit, unfortunately. It's slightly broken and needs replacement. A Cheetah 2.0, I think. The magazine-fed one. Pump action kit on it as well. A pump action Gecko clone with stuff. That is a I think it's fully automatic. Flywheel bullpup there. I have no idea what its story is, or if it's any good. Is that a Path? Trailblazer. Some Roblox pistol, a lightning bug, what is that one? A dragonfly, some other small random pistols. I think there's an Esper up there with no strings. And then there's the curved breech loader pistol, the one that I didn't show in the most recent range day over on the World Foam Alliance. Anyway, a Mastodon, a Rotofury, the Doominator clone thing, a Villainator, a Fortnite thing, a Flip 32 that's had its barrel sections removed for potential modding, and then they just abandoned the concept. 1 Dungeons and Dragons dragon thing. And then we have these. These are the Big Power blasters, which are, from what I understand, atrocious, but they came with all those attachments, including an additional attachment. Looks like an M4-looking barrel and another one of those stocks. They are apparently Nerf. Well, like I said, they're kind of Nerf compatible. The stocks won't fit on everything, but they are a standard end strike socket, but the shape of them means they don't fit on all blasters. You got some revolvery things in there. 2 Artemises, 2 Forerunners, and a Hades. Let's see, here's the little stuff I didn't quite get a good picture of before. That purple and green revolver up top is a double action. You pull the trigger, it rotates and fires. It's actually pretty cool. 3D printed design there. I think it's a Domochevsky design. Yeah. So, all in all, not a bad spread. Lots of good stuff. There's some questionable stuff, but a lot of stuff I didn't have, or I needed. Like I said, I basically did my Christmas shopping because a bunch of these are going to be going to the crew because they didn't have them and were interested in them, and I have duplicates of most of these already. The one I did call was, of course, the 1.1 and the Tomcat. The rest are up for grabs for friends and crews. Christmas presents. So, yeah, that was the most recent arms deal, and I got all this from Xbox Games. They realized they hadn't used a lot of these, or they were never going to use a lot of these, or they were just never going to get around to modding them, so they let them all go for a very reasonable price, and I will then get to pass that on to crew and other locals who might be looking for some of this stuff, because some of it I don't have any use for, others I do. So yeah, that was my arms deal. Got some time on my hands, I realized I should fire some of these. So I'm gonna start with this one because it fires full-length darts, and why not? See if I can hit any targets. I got one. Round complete. Try something else. This one had a couple of its AccuStriker rounds sitting on it, so figured, why not? Oh! Probably shoot that one again. Oh! Very nice. Got this little one. Oh, it's already primed. Double-barreled, uses X-shot cylinder things. There's a couple of blasters that I'm built using them. Oh, geez, that fires way higher than expected. It's not bad. Surprisingly powerful for what it is. The double action one. I have no idea what it's called or who designed it, but apparently it works decently. Or not at all. Well, one round fired. I think I see why they gave me this one. Let's give this one a go. It's got brass knurling along the top. It's got a great heft to it. No return spring. Oh, I have no idea where that went. Oh. Round's complete. No sight picture whatsoever. It's neat though. It's got a great heft. All right, and then finally, the Dragonfly came with a battery in it. So we're gonna try it. I got it. Oh no, still got a couple of rounds. Now I'm out. I dig it. A good deal. Good deal. For what I paid, I am well pleased. I don't know about this. I might paint it up in my colors. The stock broke off. But that would be easy enough to fabricate something new. Looks like it's a separate piece. That's handy. So there's... I'm pretty sure the files are available online. So I can either just print another one or print a spacer to just fill it in, because I don't know that I'd want this to be anything but a pistol. It's very nice. Anyway, there we have it. Thank you for watching.